Hello, YouTube. So it is 12/11/13, also known as December 11th, 2013, and the time of the Doctor trailer just came out, and it's 31 seconds, so I'm going to assume it's just a teaser, but it's still very exciting, and I apologize that my computer is extremely loud, but let's watch this trailer. And just so you know, I have not watched it before this first time viewing, so yes.
And now it's time for one last bow. Like all your other selves, 11's hour is over now. The clock is striking 12s.
The siege of Trenzalore is now begun.
The Time Lord has entered the trap.
No!
Help him change the future. Do it.
No! Okay. How to describe that? Happiness, excitement, and no! Matt Smith can't regenerate! I mean, I've heard that Peter Capaldi's gonna do an amazing job, and I don't doubt that, but Matt Smith has been our Doctor for a long time, and, just like Tennant, I'm really attached, and I just can't, no. You can't regenerate, no. And just like, I saw Weeping Angels, and Daleks, and Cybermen, and all three at once? No! And Trenzalore. Okay, Trenzalore, yeah, the place that does that stuff, and Trenzalore, and I'm really excited. And even though it's going to be heartbreaking and sad, and I'm going to cry because of Matt Smith, and I'm not going to watch it on Christmas because I don't want to cry on Christmas, I will watch it, and there will be tears, and yeah.
The clock is striking 12.
Okay, silence are creepy, and they need to go away, because, they're up there with those people from the waters of Mars. They're scary.
The siege of Trenzalore is now begun.
So, I'm going to assume that there's, Trenzalore people, and they're going to be against the Doctor. Either they're going to be against the Doctor, or going to be with him, or going to be with him or against him. But I'm going to assume against. So we'll go with that.
The Time Lord has entered the trap.
And after they say that, the Time Lord has entered the trap, they show a shot of Matt Smith and Clara surrounded by weeping angels in a circle, which means they can't escape, which means we're doomed. So,
Help him change the future. Do it.
I really don't know what to think from this trailer. So it looks like people from Trenzalore, the Silence, the Daleks, the Cybermen, and the Weeping Angels are all part of this huge plan to get rid of the Doctor. Which would make sense, I guess, since the Doctor's technically in his 13th regeneration. You're not supposed to go to 13. But obviously, the Doctor will find a way. And yeah, so that's beautiful. It was beautiful. And just 31 seconds, and it was beautiful. And it's Doctor Who, and I am so... Is anyone else curious as to why BBC thinks that the best time to have the Doctor regenerate is Christmas Day? I mean, is it just them being mean, or do they think that it's exciting for the fans? Because our initial reaction is denial. It's, no, that didn't happen, the other Doctor is still here, this just is troubleshooting or whatever. No, our Doctor is still here. And do they really think that we like this on Christmas? I mean, it's exciting and it's Doctor Who. I mean, who doesn't like Doctor Who or any episode? But the regeneration episodes are really hard to watch, especially for me. Because I started watching the show with Rose, and I had no idea what the show was about. So I didn't know that at the end, on that 13th episode, that Christopher Eccleston would regenerate. And I hated Tennant, actually, for a while. And I don't think it was until about the 5th or 6th episode that I saw with Tennant that I started warming up to him. And then he became my favorite Doctor. And then when David Tennant regenerated into Matt Smith, that was probably the hardest because I knew it was coming, and I was like, nope, 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 nope. So it actually, because I did a marathon of all the series, it actually took me about, I think, 3 to 4 days to get over to regenerating for me to finally get up the courage to watch the 11th hour, which of course, you know, then I found Melba Smith just not as much as Tennant, and we all know how it is, so. But, I don't know, does BBC think this is a good idea? I mean, I don't know when the other regeneration episodes were aired, because I just watched them on Netflix, but were they aired on Christmas? Were they aired near Christmas? Did they make people cry? I mean, obviously they make people cry, but I mean, does BBC want people to cry on Christmas? Is this a thing? I don't know. Anyway, so I love the trailer. It's beautiful. I can't wait for the episode. It's gonna be bittersweet, but it's gonna be good. And that's basically all I'm gonna say. So, I hope you enjoyed watching me react to it. I know, it was 31 seconds. Woot. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and I am sorry for the lateness. School is really busy with end of course assessments and then finals, because I have finals next week, and I'm like, ah. And one of them includes a dialogue that I'm doing with somebody in my theater arts class, and we are actually doing the first scene of the first Doctor Who episode, so it's really cool, and I'm excited. And my British accent isn't that great, so I'm gonna have to work on it. So, I will talk to you guys later, and please, feel free to comment, subscribe, and wherever these buttons are, find them. Just find the buttons, and do things with the buttons, and yeah, okay, I will talk to you guys later, bye!